In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to invite collaborators on GitHub. Collaboration is a cornerstone of any successful project, especially in the world of software development, where teamwork can significantly accelerate progress. GitHub as a platform excels in enabling collaborative efforts, allowing multiple contributors to work on a single project seamlessly. So if you have a project on GitHub and you're looking to bring more hands on deck, you're in the right place. Let's kick things off by navigating to GitHub. Open up your preferred web browser and type in the GitHub URL, or simply search for GitHub on your preferred search engine. Upon arriving at the GitHub homepage, you'll be greeted with the option to sign in. Click on the sign in button to proceed. At the sign in page, you'll be asked to enter your GitHub credentials. Start with your username or email address associated with your GitHub account. Make sure you enter the email or username correctly to avoid any login issues. After you've filled in your email or username, it's time to enter your password. Type the password carefully, remembering that it's case sensitive. Once you've entered your login credentials, click on the Sign In button to access your GitHub dashboard. This dashboard is essentially your command center on GitHub, where you can access all your repositories, the ones you've contributed to, and various other functionalities that GitHub offers. Now, heading over to the meat of our tutorial, you'll want to select the specific repository to which you wish to add collaborators. If you're overseeing multiple projects, ensure you choose the right one to avoid any confusion. After selecting your repository, look for the Settings tab, which should be visible on the repository's main page, often found at the end of the tab list. Click on Settings to dive into the various configurations and settings available for your repository. Among the options listed on the Settings page, you'll find the Collaborators section. This is where you can manage who has access to your repository and in what capacity. Clicking on Collaborators takes you to a subsection specifically designed for managing permissions and adding new people to your project. In the Collaborators section, you'll see an option to add people. This is your gateway to inviting others to join in on your project. Clicking on Add People brings up a dialog where you can search for GitHub users by their username or associated email. It's important to double check the usernames or email addresses to ensure you're inviting the right person. GitHub's interface makes it intuitive to add collaborators, and as soon as you send out an invitation, the recipient will receive a notification prompting them to accept the invitation to collaborate on your project. When adding collaborators, you also have the opportunity to define the nature of their access. GitHub provides varying levels of permissions, from read-only to full administrative rights. It's crucial to assign the appropriate level of access based on the role each collaborator will play in the project. And that's essentially it. You've now learned how to extend invitations to potential collaborators, thereby pooling together various talents and expertise towards the success of your GitHub project. A couple of additional tips to consider: regularly review the list of collaborators and their access levels to ensure everyone's permissions align with their current involvement in the project. Also, engage with your collaborators by using GitHub's issue tracker and project boards to communicate effectively and keep your project organized. Remember, the strength of your project lies not just in the code, but in the community you build around it. Inviting collaborators on GitHub is a step towards building that strong, vibrant community. Thank you for joining me in today's tutorial. I hope you found it helpful and are now more confident in inviting collaborators to your GitHub projects. Here's to your project's success and the collaborative spirit that drives the open source community forward. Happy coding!